After a long practice session, vocal fatigue can often set in. And so there are some ways that you can actually try to prevent vocal fatigue from setting in those sessions. And it all has to do with what you do before the session and what you do during the session. All right, so I've got some tips to help you navigate how you can protect your voice and prevent vocal fatigue. Let's get started. So the first thing that you need to make sure that you are always doing before you actually start singing your repertoire is you need to have a good vocal warm-up routine, okay? So the thing is that just like athletes have to stretch before they work out or before they compete, the voice also needs to be stretched, lubricated, exercised before you actually start to sing. And it's not just about making the voice warm, but it is also about getting your voice to start working the way that you need it to work in your repertoire, so that what you're doing is you're thinking about, making sure that the voice is placed properly, making sure that your support is engaged, making sure that your throat is open and that there's no tension. That's what all of these vocal exercises sort of get everything in line for you, so that when you start to sing, your voice is ready for it. Don't ever start singing your repertoire from a cold voice, because that will absolutely guarantee that your voice is going to tire out very quickly. Okay. Number two, a way to protect yourself from vocal fatigue is to take breaks. Okay. The thing is that in the olden days, I say that because I'm old, but whatever. Long ago, people said, well, you've got to be in the practice room for 3 hours a day and just keep practicing straight. But that's not helpful. Okay, that is going to tire your voice out so much that actually you might even feel the effects of that vocal fatigue for days after. So you need to plan in breaks in your practice session so that you give your vocal cords a chance to just chill out. Make sure that you are very conscious of not using your voice in those breaks. Go and have something to drink, or go have something to eat, or go take a walk, whatever it is. Do something. Or maybe what that is that you actually take the time to study your music silently without actually singing. That's just as important as practice as well. So make sure that you plan breaks to reduce the risk of overuse. Okay. The next thing is make sure that you're paying attention to your technique. Okay. I always say to my students, technique will set you free. Right? And it's very, very true. When you are practicing, you've got to make sure that you're not just singing through songs with no thought as to how it is that you are singing them. Make sure that you are conscious about using your support, about focusing the tone, about making sure that there's no tension anywhere, about using your breath effectively. That is very, very important in making sure that you are protecting your voice from fatigue, or even worse, in injury. Okay. And then you need to stay hydrated. Okay. Okay, so make sure that you always have your water with you when you are in your practice session. If you don't like water, try something like coconut water, or try something like herbal tea with honey. You know, whatever it is, try to stay hydrated as you are practicing. Drink judiciously as you are practicing, and that will keep everything lubricated and thus prevent fatigue or injury. Okay. And finally, after you sing, even if you've been singing for a long time and your voice is feeling just a little bit tired, do a cool down after practice, after your practice. So a cool down, you could do something starting sort of in the upper middle of your voice, where you just very gently and slowly are just singing, ooh, and then go down in half steps. Ooh, or sing a 5-tone scale on an NG. Whatever it is, do a short but gentle cool down, and that will help get your larynx back down and relax all of those muscles that have been working in your practice session. Okay. So I want you to try these strategies. Okay. Be deliberate about it. Okay. And you're going to be amazed at how much longer you can actually sing without fatigue. It's going to absolutely help your stamina, which is so important, especially if you're singing a role in an opera or a musical. You need stamina. Okay. So, do you have any other great exercises or techniques or practices that you do to keep your voice nice and healthy and protect it from fatigue? If you do, tell me in the comments. I'd really love to know. And if you liked this video, give it a like and subscribe to my channel, because I am always posting tips every single week on how to improve your vocal health, your vocal skills, your musicianship, performance, and artistic skills. All right, until next time.